Namaste.
Okay. There is I feel a secret that my mind wants to keep from you.
Sorry, again?
A secret.
You have a secret?
I think my mind wants to keep it.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
In this journey, I keep going back to smoking hash or weed, and I feel that this is just the biggest disrespect to you. You know, I had this question, not question. This has been in my head.
It's okay.
Really, thank you.
Thank you. You know, I have to tell you something, because for everybody, if you have made choice somehow to, or some urge, some compulsion is there also for freedom, then what tends to happen is that whatever tendencies we may have, and we all have some, that work against your freedom in some way, let's put it like that, that's going to also come up. It's a universal phenomenon like that. You would think that if you choose what is true, the universe supports everything and it opens everything and you go through, which it does actually in some way. But at the same time, some tendencies do come to the surface and it feels like something is pulling you this way, something is pulling you this way. But gradually you're going to come to see actually that even these tendencies, they are only for the person you think you are. They are not for yourself. Even those tendencies that you imagine hold you back, actually they cannot hold you back from who you are. Now it will take some time to really catch up with that for many people, because we are so strongly identified with our present idea of self. So very much we say, no, this thing is in the way and I have to get rid of this and then I will be free. And we cooperate with this kind of compromise. But it is not really like that. In your case, you may say you have your mind wants to keep secret and you've exposed it, that every now and again you feel to go back and smoke marijuana, some ash and so on. And it's very brave to be open about that. You say this. But I would not, and then you go on to say, I feel it is a great disrespect to you and what has been offered to your freedom. I say, don't make such a big deal about that, about this. Because the more you think that is stopping you, or is creating great disrespect and so on, if that helps to make you move on through it, then fine. But if it makes you feel even more heavy, then drop this idea. You see? Actually, nothing stops you from being who you are. But we must recognize something. As I said before, there's nothing you have to do to be who you are, because that's already, it just is. But there's something you have to discover to stop being who you're not. because presently we have a lot of ideas about, well, this is me and there's nothing I can do about how I am and so on. And I feel this is a misconception. We have very changeful ideas about who we are. At different stages in our life, we have very strong sense of who we are, strong identity, but we outgrow those identities as we become more wise and more experienced and so on. So looking back over a series of, stated identities, if I was to ask you which one of them is really you, you'd say, well, actually, there I thought I was this, and there I really thought I was that. And this one, I was always a bit suspicious about that one. But then I really came into this one, and then gradually realized that a whole lot was not true, and really I am this one. And then you may find that later on, you may find this one actually is not. So no idea about who you are is you. Yourself is beyond an idea. And here in satsang, we attempt to show you by just looking, and gradually as people begin to look under the surface of their apparent self, you are going to discover something much more beautiful. So don't feel that thing, a compulsion also like smoking, can feel very sticky. And the more you fight with it, the more it seems to have a grip. So I am not going to ask you to focus too much attention on that, because there are other ways in which that can simply just drop away also. You see? So that's my message to you at the moment. Don't be trying to fight with that. Let's just continue to look.
Yes.
I don't think that your true self has smoked anything. Or drank anything.
But say the tendencies in my person,
The
tendencies of the person, even with the many ideas of who she was, has always had a crutch with drugs.
Yes, yes. And I'm not giving you
freedom.
Yeah, I should say, look, carry on. I'm saying, I've got to be careful here what I'm speaking about.
I know.
But yes, just not to focus on that. And again, the person, you see, you go back to the person like this, which is natural. It is our felt sense of being at the moment. And as you go behind and beyond the surface of this sense of person, you come into a greater space. And we see, and all of this is not, the aim of it is not to give up smoking. That will drop away. That's a small thing. We took on this form also to experience in this form a wide range of experiences and real contrasts of experiences, and to make use of them, the bitter and the sweet ones also, to help to come back to that the pure space where you are unassociated, where you are before form. And that is going to happen. It is going to happen. It maybe is a question of time, but it is going to happen.